Gotta throw that into, like, Bing Translate or something. Alright. 6-ish exits from the end. We're getting there. We're not far off. So, I was given useful information about where the exit is in this. Which makes me wish I hadn't gotten the beaten the level. I'm still not sure how the clue actually helps you figure this out, but not going to worry too much about that. Just need to beat the level now. Was also helpfully indicated about a level I had missed, whose secret exit I had missed entirely. Which, really useful information. I'm very glad that came to my attention. Not gonna let you spawn. Been once we tried. Nope. Always hope. Never get it. It's also not really worth more than one effort. Why linked things are so odd. Eep. I'm not sure what my plan there was, but it wasn't very good. Okay. Bring this with me. Dang it. Well, at least we got that one. Oh, that worked. I was way off in my location there. Yeah, very different from what I thought it would be based upon the other hint. The other hint was pretty much like just, I think, beat the level without getting the midway, which is what I needed to do in the end. But it's the same clue, which is just so very odd to me. But I asked him. He says, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Same clue, 2 places. So, no longer my issue. But here, I was told it was against this wall. Maybe I need to bring something. Maybe I need, like, Fire Flower. Could have start selected there, dingus. It's easy to forget these things. Okay. Assuming I need the Fire Flower, I probably shouldn't, fail it to get the Fire Flower. But it might also be a case where I need to bring a block with me or something. But blocks have a limited lifespan. I don't think there's much of them in the latter half of this level. Allegedly breakable blocks, but I'm not sure how to break them. Maybe they're actually throw blocks and I wasn't trying hard enough. But either way, get there again, and then we'll find out. There's one other one that I know exactly how to do. And also I need to, since this is a amended version, beat several bosses again. So like, there's still stuff to be done here beyond just get the rest of the exits. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending upon your perspective. Alright. They're breakable. Let me read the message again to make sure I haven't misunderstood. Oh, don't get the checkpoint. There are some breakable solid blocks. Okay. So I guess I should have cleared that and then not grabbed the checkpoint. Alright. Or wait, this... Because of the way this works, at least it worked last time, I can just not get this specific checkpoint. And then I can just come over here, I think. Because it really just checks to see whether or not you've picked up the checkpoint in this particular instance, as opposed to, ever. Like, it doesn't check you're coming in via the midway, it checks whether or not you have the midway, the checkpoint. Yep, that's it. I'm glad I read the message again, because, man, that would not have been easy. Intuit. Alright, big money, no enemies. Oop. And I miss anyway, doesn't matter. There's no value in there. There's not even a bonus game. So now that's the 3 exits I need. That'll get me up to 10. Now we'll see. There's the other one I need to do. May as well go do that. It was in the purpley area. I think the fastest way is to go this way. Okay, so go to the ghost house. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but I was pretty sure it only had 1 exit, but this person's telling, or N450 is telling me. Clearly there is. The 3rd section, after the moving ceilings, you must fly left. Okay. Moving ceilings. I'm gonna have to beat it to get to the 3rd section, because I don't know which section this is presently. That didn't work. Do need the cape, though. May as well stash it for just in case. Or fall off for no apparent reason. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else I want to... Oh god, why is my screen getting brighter? Oh, may as well have 2 of these. Turn that down. Even when you turn off such helpful features, sometimes they just turn back on, because why not? Okay, so moving ceilings. Doesn't look like a moving ceiling type place, but... Doesn't have to try. Nope, not there. Oh, very likely I've already passed it. The section that information is pertinent to. I don't know if there was a fishing boo here before. I want to say there was. Not, like, sad to see him go, but... Moving ceilings. Okay. Hey, stay still. Enter the 3rd section after the moving ceilings. Okay. So it's either this or it's way earlier. We'll see shortly, I suppose. Oh god. Nope. Oh, and I dropped my feather. Brilliant. But yeah. Gonna go look at the DOS machine, see if I can get it to work. And there's also like the Sega CD thing I want to see, just because I should get it working anyway. Like in case I want to play Echo the Dolphin or Sonic CD, or I guess Night Trap. I'm trying to think of any like Sega CD games that are actually worth playing, and they're all pretty either silly, mildly better ports of existing games, or just they're meme games. They're not like actually worth playing. Like, Night Trap's interesting because of its historical significance, but it's not a very interesting game to play. You're much better off just going and watching a playthrough on 100% playthrough on YouTube, because then you'll get to see the funny cutscenes. And that's really all there is to do in that, is watch the funny cutscenes. Come on. Look up, look down. Okay, this time will be different, because I won't go early. I think I'm also hosed because I didn't grab the feather, or keep my feather. No, this wasn't the area I needed to go anyway. So start at the beginning. Won't take that long to get back. Continues to be the very best place to start. What else? I've got this long-running script going right now, but I'm not certain it's going to work. I think I need to add a little bit more to it to make it work properly, for my purposes. Basically, it's looking for large sections of the screen that are red. To figure out where the "you died" messages appear in Dark Souls streams. And it's not very fast, like, at all. But I don't think the approach works all that well because I'm getting way too many false positives, which are really bad if they go along really long time spans. But I think if they're across relatively short time spans, it's not that big of a deal. And the biggest false positive I'm worried about is the menuing. Apparently the red of I want to select this item to use is red enough to make it look like you died. So I think I probably need to have like a dark filter or something. Say it also needs to have a certain percentage of that particular region be a lot darker. Which I have that information, I just haven't acted upon it. Okay, this is the area I need to fly into. With the Fish and Boo. Right, that's where the Fish and Boo was. I didn't expect to actually take off from there. Cool, I got up here despite the Fish and Boo. That didn't work. Oh my. Alright, well, that's how you do that, I guess. I'm gonna just stand here. It's the best way to deal with boos, the inactive way. I could try to fight him, but why? He'll eventually arc my way. I'll just bonk him. Just take my time. Chill out. Delicious. And that's that. So where the hell does this path go? Very odd to me. Right, I don't need the PM anymore. So thank you, N450. 450. Oh. Perfect, that's exactly where I wanted to go. I think I would have been mildly annoyed had I unlocked that earlier. But that's another 2 exits down. 4 more exits to go. Which I think I know where all of them are at this point, unless I'm missing another one off of a ghost house. I guess there was another ghost house I thought that didn't have an extra exit. Depends on that whether or not that left one actually is an exit. Oh no. Why does it always have to be snakes? What do these guys throw really fast? Like, I played Mario 3, I don't think they used to do this. This background's actually kind of bugging me too. I think it's supposed to be like rock or something, but it looks like squished paper. Like paper that someone scrunched up and just decided to scan, use as a background after doing some flipping. Perfectly legitimate strategy, as we know from the Mario 64 era. I'm gonna assume those are death blocks, not hurt blocks. And give them wide berth. As one does when they encounter death blocks. Walk. Jump. Patience. Patience will be rewarded. Beautiful. Guess the nice thing is this area, this level... that was a trade. This area probably isn't that long, but we are in the special area, special zone. Midway! Damn snake! Alright, well, check midway. The less time I spend on this map, the happier I will be. Yeah, now I wonder if that other ghost house had a secret exit. I should go check. Probably better I didn't jump there, but I'm still not happy about how that worked out. Perfect. Snake has to travel a very long distance as opposed to me. Down there. Right, they always smile as they run into me. The best way to always deal with Panzers is to never let them have the moment. Alright, Alright, what could be through this door? Birdo. Okay. Oh, no! Red Birdo, right. Is there a pattern? There's a pattern, I'm always wrong. 1. Egg. If there's ever, like, fire on the first one, it probably is not. There we go. Some sort of coin flip egg thing. I'm not a very educated egg detector. Misread those. Dum 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 dum. Problem solved. Problem solved. Plenty of time to spare. The red ones do. They explode! It's not merely enough to throw you in a direction. No, they also explode. Bright news? I guess the bright side is there's a good way to get rid of bumpties now. If you just run into them, they explode. As long as you can suffer it once, you're fine. I feel like since they're explosive, I should be able to kill them with my fire flower, you know? They're filled with, like, nitroglycerin or something. Maybe just gas. That was lucky. It's also well planned, but mostly lucky. I don't think I've ever seen exploding bumpties before. Not sure I care for them yet. I guess I ultimately don't think they're that much worse than regular bumpties. I think that they activate all of the same sort of patterns. Because it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as I have the ability to go more than once, them exploding is not a huge deal. Like, if it's a tightly constrained area, then I definitely need to, but... since it isn't... and it has been a tour getting over here. I wonder exactly where I've gone. I feel like this level might actually have been using, like, maximal surface area. Right, that's the other problem. They explode quickly. Drop in the drink. Test the midway. Keep on, keeping on. Need to get more comfortable. I'm sitting funny. And I probably should do that before I forget. I'm perfectly fine with the concept of lives, but man, do I hate it when I have to, you know, constantly be refreshing them every time I save. Shouldn't be so happy about it, dang it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, exploding. Why not explode on the way to the parking lot? It just makes it easy in some ways. No. No, I'm done with you guys. I got Fire Flower. I don't have to play your game. You're not gonna smile at me as I jump into you. Oh, I thought it was a pacifist bumpty for a moment. That would've been cool. Random pacifist bumpty. Okay, sometimes they explode instantly. This is still not that big of a problem. Alright. It's an oddly long... oh, alright, Prey Claw. This arena worked a lot better for... That little hop forward could have killed me. Alright, well, that was good. Let's see, we're up to... It doesn't know how many exits, and I don't know why. Alright. That seems broken for some reason, but I'm not really going to worry too much about it. I don't know why I couldn't do what I just did. No, I don't know why I did that right there. When you think you're almost free. Alright, pick a door. Okay, those are that kind. Back and forthy rather than the rotatory. They're all placed pretty nicely, actually. What if this is a double whammy door thing, like the other one was? Cape is nice. What do yellow ones do again? Oh, they're slammies. Okay. They slam. Gonna put me in the slammer. Banana slammer? I don't know where I'm going with this. Alright, one shot that one room, that's nice. It's not hard to get to this room. Alright, so I think the setup's gonna be the same. 2 doors and then a midway. One of these, okay. Oh, okay. You know what? That's not what I was expecting, but this is pretty cool. That's a new application for me. Oh, that's an interesting setup. Guess I could have also just spun jumped on the thwomp. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to do it. Okay. Oh, duh. No one expects the diagonal thwompage. Alright, well, this was going well up till it wasn't. And to duck. Alright, well, that worked out okay. There's the midway, at which point there are now 2 choices. Either way, sandbag. No, I'm trying to die here. What's up, H-Girl? How you doing? Heard of the Gradius 3 song called Easter Stone? I might have seen Easter Island heads in Gradius before, I think. But I don't think I've ever heard the song. At least if I have heard it, I don't know it off the top of my head. I did it, indeed. I had doing juice. I had been doing it. It is no longer it. Done. Yeah. Just realized, like, I came into that first room, like, loaded for bear. I had everything I could possibly have wanted, and now I'm gonna do the next few rooms small. Pencils are good, actually. I mean, I've always been a mechanical pencil rather than a wooden pencil kind of guy. Just, in general, how I feel about using pencils. Or maybe just type. I'd rather type than use a pencil. There's a few exceptions, mind, but, you know. Like, if I do decide to finish Goonies 2, I'm probably going to bust out a spreadsheet rather than graph paper. Even though both are perfectly cromulent. Probably not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. You get more practice dropping those things. I was watching Fen play Storks earlier. Didn't realize that this ASM was also in that one. Why'd I do that? Just like mechanical pencils? Because you find them less durable? Interesting. What's up, Desert? How you doing? Alright, so we did that one. I think the left one still might be my favorite. We'll see. more of a, we have to clear all the rooms anyway, may as well. Oh wait, did I? No, I didn't actually clear the other room, did I? Ah, shoot. Well, either way, we're doing 3 now. Knowing full well I'm likely to just fail it at the point. Good, how about me? I'm doing good. Spent some time today to work on a couple random things. Nothing terribly important. I have an idea about, like, messing around with seeing how many times I died in Dark Souls. Writing some scripting stuff to figure that out. By looking at the video. I'm not certain it's working so well, but at this point, like, it's gonna take forever to run anyway, so I may as well just let it run until I come up with a better idea of how to handle it. I'm never ready. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, it's about, I think, 20, maybe 15 minutes in at this point, in terms of, like, real time being processed. And it, I've already seen it has some problems with false positives. So, something I'll have to deal with when I get there. New ASM is wild? Which ASM? The fast rotating platforms? They're pretty nice. I am a fan. I don't know how new it is. Jumping thwomp. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that would just be like attaching thwimp code to a thwomp somehow. I don't imagine that was actually that difficult, but never know. Just need to proc those better. Oh, this is where I died last time. I want to approach this differently. That's exactly what I meant to do. Completely planned. Everything went according to Keikaku. Ceiling spiny code is broken? Really? How is it broken? I'm curious. Oh. There's super buggy. Go figure. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm not seeing him in too many other places. Like, this and Storks might be the limit of my knowledge of ceiling. I mean, I guess maybe they were in Jump or Jump Half. Probably one of those things that someone cobbled together and didn't really think about the repercussions of. This is my favorite room so far. I just love a good vertical room where you can just constantly move. Whatever. Cleared it. They walk through doors. Oh, sup, Suchy-A-DESERT. They walk through walls. Can fall from the ceiling. They go up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that behavior earlier with the, like, going up thing. It was weird, but not bad. So funny in the meme translator's notes on Keikaku when Dory is a far more nuanced word. You know, there's no accounting for fan subs. Just, there's no accounting for them. Plus, if it stopped to think that, we would not have the amazingly fantastic meme. Checked on SMW 8 months ago and found someone made new code. Okay. Well, that's kind of convenient. That's the kind of thing you want to use. This time will be different. It was different at all. Okay. Moving up. I'm just gonna go in. Ignore the thwomp. Alright. Door number 3. This one is completely new territory. Completely. It's not that scary so far. Slam thwomp. I knew it! I knew he was a diagonal thwomp. Even thought, man, he's gonna go diagonal. Didn't even do anything about it. You're going plaid! Never ready for diagonalization. Doria is passing through something. Oh, interesting. Did not know that. That was more lucky than good there. Alright! Mario 3 ass, exactly. Right, midway. Have to do this all anyway twice, so we'll just check both doors. We'll do both sets, and then we'll figure out where we're going from there. Speaking of Mario 3, the Hotobo's jumping from the ceiling. Fire ceiling. Brilliant. Do not let your Luigi touch the fire ceiling. He will be unpleasantly cooked. You do not want an overcooked Luigi. Oh, damn it. I was right. I didn't want an overcooked Luigi. So when Light says Keikaku Dori, it's not really an exact translation, but it's something went through like the plan had described. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've never actually looked into it. I've just known the meme for, like, ever. But interesting to know. This time was different. In fact, the cape would make this a lot easier because I don't have to worry so much about height. Like, the reason the chucks are here is to try to force you into jumping into the lava ceiling. The funny thing is, I think the lava ceiling in Mario 3 doesn't actually hurt you. I was worried he was going to come back out and hurt me, but they don't do that. Oh, it's close to the end. Wait, what? So now there's another double choice? Alright. Speaking of cooking, it's a water level! No. Okay. I do not speak French, so I do not understand what that means. Yes, Japanese is fucking hard. That is correct. It took me a second. I looked at it and I'm like, I know some of those words. Or at least I think I do. Assuming they're not false friends or whatever you call those things. Brilliant plan there. Double brilliant plan there. Not care for bonefish. Broke your wrist, first time breaking a bone? Ew. I mean, that sucks. I don't mean to, like, associate a specific disgust there. It's just like, oh, that sucks. I always thought it'd be kind of bad to break a real bone. I think I've probably broken, like, some toes or something in the past, but I've just kind of ignored it. Lamb burgers with mint yogurt sauce and sauteed mushrooms and onions. That actually sounds really good. Had some lamb curry for dinner, but that does sound better. Well, at least it doesn't appear to be forking at this point. We're gonna sandbag here anyway, because we have to go explore the rest of the space, so... It's... Reznor. Maybe I'm not sandbagging. Maybe I'm gonna take this time and use it to learn what the heck a Reznor does. I don't think this is an off-the-shelf... This might be an off-the-shelf boss. No, do not try to spin jump on the Reznor. He is pointy. It's okay. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. In case of, like, breaking bones, my understanding is it kind of does. Like, that's what, like, the Muay Thai people do, is they break, like, get micro fractures in their legs and shins. Why they become so strong, but... Simply breaking the bone doesn't, like, actually do it that way. Dabbing like a romance speaker. Let's come to Brazil. Brazil is a very large country. Bigger than you think. Ow. Like, what, like the 5th or 6th largest country? It ain't small. I need to stop standing right under fireballs. Yeah, that's how it gets so strong, is they're just constantly kicking like, trees and stuff. I think that's it. They, like, kick bamboo trees. When you see dolphins fleeing, you probably should also flee. Alright, okay, this isn't so bad. Like, just in general, dolphins signal bad times in Mario World. The last time I had a serious dolphin section was in Marissa World, and dear lord, things I don't ever want to touch again. Like, I spent a long-ass time trying to do that dolphin section before I think I found a way to cheese it by riding a pufferfish, or not riding a pufferfish, riding a fish, like a green fish or a Rip Van Winkle fish or something, I forget what. But it was not easy. Any cheese you can take in Marissa World is worth taking. See if we can learn how to fight him. So there's a big pencil up there. Those are bombs. Good to know. These are tracers too. Bigger hitbox than I expect. So I found how you hurt him. Yep, okay. Cool, I know now. May as well die. World map makes it look small. It kind of is small. A level with vanilla graphics. Yep, how you doing, Evil Ghost? The new difficulties on SMW Central? Okay, yeah, they're not that complicated. The problem was the prior difficulties weren't useful. So, like, what did Kaizo Light actually mean, you know, versus Kaizo Heavy and Pit? So I basically just decided to, like, standardize things into more palatable form. So people would kind of know what they were getting before downloading it, whereas previously Kaizo Light was just the huge category of everything that was beatable without using save states. Kaizo, previously, I guess it was Kaizo Expert, whatever the other one was like the category of, oh, you might need save states. Oh. And then you had just Pit, more or less. So, anyway. Boyfriend, good, just tired though? No, not bad. Thank you for the raid, Memory Lane. How you doing? Thank you much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? What's up, the Tays? Take a moment and just relax for a sec. Glad you do this a level ago, about 5 minutes ago, because I was in a level with layer 3 water. And it always goes when the messages show up. What's up, Lady Pony? Thank you for the good luck, Misadventures. How you doing, Nyx Kills Myths? Yeah, I'm moderating a hack that Roberto Zampari made, and I'm fairly far into it. We're getting there. Oh. Wait, that was the right side. It still took me here? Are these different? Playing Endeavor. Super awesome hack. You're at the end? Nice. I think I've heard of it. But there's been a lot of newer hacks that I have missed in the Kaizo space, because I've just haven't been watching enough Kaizo recently. Got lucky there. Just wait. I'm gonna wait for the fishes. Yeah, usually this stars Luigi, but there's a little bit of USB nonsense. Which is why we're now playing as Boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin', which is a game that still exists, I think. I imagine it's probably still doing well in that, like, weird, very highly moddable way that... weird indie, highly moddable space. I just haven't heard anything in that going on in that area for a while. And YouTube has stopped recommending me random videos about it, so I guess it just doesn't exist. I'm a duck. It's a really nicely done sprite. The other thing is, I think it only uses the standard Mario palette. I don't think it actually changes anything. I'm always impressed when people make sprites without changing the palette. Here we go. What? Alright. So I've done all of the due diligence moderation stuff for this. I've checked every door possibility. It's very possible it's just falling out, like, just because I haven't looked at anything in a while. It wouldn't surprise me if people are still making stuff. Just that I'm not seeing it. Well, that was a good way to start. I think he got hit. Dang it. Nope, that wasn't gonna work. Is this the bite of 87? No. What is this, TTF? A TTS? Yes, it's Hatsune Miku, the famous Vocaloid, is my TTS engine, and she doesn't scan English so well, because it's a really old version. I'm using Vocaloid 2, which works on Windows XP, as I found out. Not that it's actually relevant for anything I've been doing lately, but you know. I could install XP on my Windows 98 machine, but I feel like it's just better off with Windows 98. Oh, I guess I could do that with one of the larger cards now. I've got so many compact flash cards now. But I still want to make a backup of one of them, so I don't have to reinstall all the stuff that's installed. And can, you know, roll back to an earlier version in the event that the entire install gets pooched. Which happens on Windows 98, especially when you're installing all sorts of random bullshit. Gotta go to bed. Alright, sleep well. Thank you for the follow. There we go. I like the right one here better. It's a matter of remembering exactly. Oh, maybe I don't like the right one here better. Maybe I like the left. No, the dolphin one is worse. I think. Which is kind of like, which kind of cycles do I want to wait for? I think that might be a bit tricky. I believe in you. I was gonna say something about Windows 98. I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos asking about my VM settings for something I played on Windows 98, and I'm like, it's not a VM, it's Windows 98. You can see it right here when it reboots, that it's a real Windows 98 machine. So, one of those things I did get done yesterday was finishing chapters for the Macromedia exploration thing. I kind of want to do another one of those, but I need to like go track down some Japanese language files first, so I can actually do like the pictures of Kyoto disk. So that's what I was going to start with last time. It just didn't end up working out because it would consistently crash. Not like bad crash. Like, I don't have to reboot the computer and it would just crash out. Okay, back to Reznor. Alright. Alright, the jumping is new. You know, I liked you better when you were on the far end of the room. Alright, well, that's one hit. Oh, that was a bad place to stand. Ah, nope. Hatsune Miku has always eluded you. The extent of your knowledge is Nyan Cat and its creator. I don't think those are related concepts. Doctors said it called today and that you have Ligma. I'm sorry to hear that. I understood that Ninja had that once. I'm pretty sure it's fatal. But, oh well. I wonder how old that joke actually is now. But there can't be that many new jokes of that format underneath the sun still. Maybe it's a bit like the South Park and fish sticks thing. It's fatal. Ah, that's unfortunate. I've been well trained by Fries, I know. Most of the time when not to read something aloud. Oh. No, there's a lot of things I could have done there that were smarter than that. Tis a silly universe. Tis a silly universe. Oh yeah. Oh, hello. It's a diagonal universe. Diagonal Mario was one of the best sprites of all time, honestly. If you've never played Diagonal Mario 2, the Ultimate Meme Machine, you do owe it to yourself to go play Diagonal Mario 2, the Ultimate Meme Machine. One of the best hacks that is not hosted on SMW Central, and oh, this is bad. Mostly because it crashes the game and that's against our rules, but other than that, it's a really good hack and you should play it. You being anybody here. Oh god. Gonna get some rest? Alright, sleep well, Desert. I'm shocked that my entire stream chat has become nothing but this class of these jokes. Nope. Well, that doesn't work. So actually, if you're gonna play Kaizo, Diagonal Mario is the best sprite to play with. God. Crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Diagonal Mario. The nice thing about Diagonal Mario, unlike regular Mario, is you know when Diagonal Mario is falling. This can actually be kind of handy when you're trying to like do like kind of tight jump, walk off edge things. So, more you know. I found him really useful when playing Akogare because of that exact property in like the ghost house. It was easier to know when he was going to walk off. There we go. Dear Lord. I was thinking of a French term today. The spirit of the staircase. It's that thing where you come up with exactly the right thing to say as you're leaving a party, as opposed to when you wish you could have said it. That's the French term for it. I'm certain the Germans have an also, like, 18-syllable word for it, too. I just don't know what it is. You tried. Yep. Like I said, Fries has got me adequately well-trained at this point. Though he did get me with the Kenny one the other day. But I was really tired at the time. That's my excuse. How did I know? Yeah. Like I said, I think there's only a fixed number of those jokes in existence, so as long as I don't fall for the same ones over and over, I should be fine. There we go. Back to the breach. Did better on, like, being loaded at this point. Loaded for bear. Okay. Like, the one thing to do is just not jump there, right? I can't spin jump on him. Okay, those go up, they come down. Red does what? Those also, oh, they're tracer bombs, right? Okay. He's gonna jump on me. Well, 2 hits is more than I've gotten before. Reds are those tracers. Oh, that's a health bar. No! Oh, I'm dead. It's a health bar. He takes 3 hits. I don't know why he has a health bar. I thought that might be a mechanic in this fight, but no. That's much better. I'm going to assume that's still in the same... Ah, yes it is. Same category. Pretty sure. But okay, I know what to do in that fight for the most part, and as long as I can hold out adequately. He only takes 3 hits. Now, the big question I have is, am I missing? Right. Am I missing an exit somewhere? Or will the one to the far left here be the final exit? I have like ideas of like maybe one place to find an extra exit. I don't think any of the castles have extra exits. That's one thing I'm fairly certain of. It might be a ghost house I'm missing. Because I think I did run into one other ghost house that I thought it didn't have a double exit. But The more I think about it, maybe that was... I think the one in the clouds did have a double exit. It's very not the way, but alright. Worked out. Remember the new Super Mario Bros. 2 creepypasta where the demon possessed in the game turned out to be Reznor for some reason? That is a weird pasta. I mean, I'm not that afraid of... I guess, I mean, he's a rhinoceros that shoots fire. I guess technically I would be afraid of him in real life, but still. What an odd thing. Though creepypasta did kind of jump the shark after a while. There's probably creepypasta about jumping over sharks, nothing about it. Overdrive meter. Bowie's overdrive meter. Better be prepared when the meter runs out. Stack a lot of Phoenix Downs. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? I like it. If only I had elixirs. But nope. I simply have the act of being diagonal. It's gonna... Oh, whoa, that was weird. Kinda like fell off. I'm gonna assume that's a vanilla bit of oddness as opposed to something that I need to take into account. Because layer 2 moving stuff is all sorts of jank. Creepypasta. Dang it, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh well. Just roaming around the internet. Nice. Now it goes pretty good. I think I'm almost done with this except for having to do a bit of a rerun through some stuff at the end. Roberto Zampari made a small change to difficulty of some bosses, so I have to go beat the 7 castles again. But that's not going to be that bad, I don't think. Blue. These weird wavy tracers. And he jumps. Ah! I let go because I thought I could turn. Okay, blue. Tracers again. No! Why did it break? This is all wrong. Oh, great. Alright, that's why it broke. Those roll. Huh. Yep, layer 2 makes you fall faster, that's true. Yeah, Panga, I know that from the exact same source. It's, even if you're not going to play Kaizo, it's worthwhile to play the introduction to Kindergarten for Babies, because of information like that. Freeze you in place when it stops. It's challenging, you know? Yeah. It makes sense. I need to stop doing that. I had this down. What else? Finally got my VODs for Dark Souls out the door, to some extent. And I was surprised, because usually when I do the Twitch request stuff, it does not fare all that well on YouTube. But this one's done rather well for itself. Much to my surprise. I'm still trying to figure out how many deaths I've taken based upon image processing, but I think it's at least possible to figure this out. Got like 4 of them done, I still need to do the other, like 6. And change. I forgot how many instances there was of this. But one nice thing is that, go back and discover it didn't take me as long to do certain things as I thought it did. I thought it took me a very long time to kill Hovel. Turns out it was only like 50 minutes tops. Gonna be curious to see what the actual overall time for Hermstein and Ornithopter, or whatever they're called. Completely forgot what their actual names are. One of the few bosses where I actually remember the name. or something related to the name. Except Gaping Dragon. I'm definitely going to remember Gaping Dragon. Just a name you don't forget. Highly memorable. But yeah, I'm almost done with the entirety of the, like, regular game. There's still a little bit of, like, DLC stuff to go, and then, like, I think the final boss. Like, I think I'm actually, like, that close. So, it'll be nice to finally call that done. But the best thing I got was a comment on YouTube saying something like, this is like watching an AI learn to play a game for the first time. And I'm not certain whether or not to be insulted or amused. I think I've mostly settled on the latter. Okay. Another shot at this. What types of games am I playing for research purposes? Honestly, mostly what you see here. I don't play a lot of games offline. Forward. Lovely. We just turn around. Okay, so you have to hit him before that happens. Good to know. I didn't hit him. He's gonna be stuck in the middle again. Or he'll recenter, that's also nice. Jump. Well, kamikaze, but he got hit. Okay. Like, I know how to dodge most things. Except that. Oh, Gaping Dragon? That's a boss of Dark Souls. That's literally the name of a boss in Dark Souls. It's a dragon who is kind of like a giant body mouth or something. It's an appropriate name, but it's an unpleasant name. I guess the Asylum Demon is the only other one I can remember. I'm gonna remember off the top of my head. Oh, and I guess Seth. Kind of hard to forget Seth. He was scaleless. Because I think he was infused with weird crystals. Because of all the crystal meth he did. I think that's the plot. It does indeed kind of look like a vagina with teeth. It's true. How you doing, Fries? But yes, almost complete. I need to stop doing that. I just cleared him before he actually tried to jump. Yeah, this is one of my least favorite patterns in any, like, SMW style game, is the let's take a long walk back to the boss. It's not my favorite thing. It's not very common, though. Most of the time, people just put a midway right before the boss. But dude is very persistent about only having one midway per stage. Which I can respect. Two to three bosses left, or two to three streams. Okay, well I killed all of the, like, 4 soul bosses. Like, I finished the kings. I'm curious why you think there's so much. Louis seemed to think I'd be able to get it next time. There's the DLC areas. I'm not sure how much is there. But, like, I don't think there's any more bosses in the main game for me. Because it does depend upon how difficult the bosses are. But I also have, like, much better stats than I did when I was facing most of the other bosses. Turns out that having good stats gives you time to, you know, figure out strategies. Because then you're not constantly dying and trying to chug potions. And I'm, like, rolling in humanity, so I can always get more potions if I feel that will help my fight. Think about the DLC? Okay. Yeah, Howluta also seemed to indicate that the DLC was very challenging. Louis, not as much, but we'll see. I'm also not entirely certain I want to finish all the DLC, but we will see. I don't know how anyone found that. It's like, okay, well, you kill the Hydra, you talk to this lady, and then, oh yeah, you go kill this random golem. And he drops a pendant that you can find that takes you to the DLC land. There we go, that's the attack I wanted. Green balls are not dangerous. That's the second one. I swear there's an awful lot of bosses on SMW Central that use that exact pattern. Okay, red is just slowly step forward. There you go. Ever telling me it was stupid? It's very likely you did. I don't recall you telling me it, but it's very likely. Yeah, Hitless, he just gave me a really good pattern and I didn't fuck anything up. What happens sometimes. Thanks for the GGs. Okay. Very Mega Man-y now. You know, Mega Man would be a good sprite to have, but I guess, like, how would you... Oh, I guess what you'd do is, like, use the, like, X form for embiggened. Wow. Well, I could have jumped on that. Alright, well, that's not much before the level. Try something stupid. Of course not. Alright, what do we got here? In the parallel dimension, there are two people fighting each other. The legendary hero Deku, and the demon prince Tomura Shigaraki. The demon prince obtained all for one from the king. Tomura Shigaraki killed the hero Deku and took away his quirk. Afterwards, Tomura began his reign of terror, where mankind's future has been thwarted. You don't need the definite article there. Oh, okay. That explains everything. I guess I messed up. So I get to come here to this section, which reminds me of one of my least favorite sections from the last area. I don't even know what to think of this, actually. So, did I win? Did I lose? Like, what happened there? Many heroes tried to defeat Tomura Shigaraki, but failed miserably. In an act of desperation, the remaining quirkless people decided to destroy the planet along with the quirk population, including Tomura. One-shot the boss with a cape spin. Oh, that's probably it. I probably needed to, like, throw boxes at him or something. I think I saw that boss a lot earlier in the game. They succeeded in their goal and were able to escape to the outer space in a large spaceship. Again, they don't need the definite article of the on outer space. In a large spaceship with the Earth's resources. The quirkless people found a new planet located at the Alpha Horologi, suited for mankind's colonization. Okay. Planet Horologos was born. An advanced civilization created by the quirkless people with the purpose to bring a better future for the mankind. It's a beautiful place, don't you think? Is that where I am? Okay, I fight a penguin now. Right. Mecha Birdo. I remember this. Despite remembering this, I did it wrong. Did it right on accident. I can't pick that up. Those penguins! Dang it, there were 3 of them. I was expecting 2. What's up, Kappa? Not just suddenly Lord, so it has no apparent connection to what's going on in the game. Yep. It happens pretty persistently in this. I have to assume it's a reference to some sort of anime or something I haven't played. Wondering how this game is. It's pretty good. I mean, the lore is inexplicable, but that's, I think, comes with the territory, possibly. How you doing, Tofile? You're not surprised? Nope. Recognize these terms from My Hero Academia? Alright. I buy it. I know nothing about My Hero Academia except there's some sort of, like, frog chick. That's, like, the thing I know about that entire franchise. Like, she has got, like, a long tongue. That's literally all I know. Inexplicable lore in a Zampari hack. Yep. Deku's the main protagonist, and the rest of the names are you assume are from that. Okay. Yeah, I think that was inexplicable that I got it all at one go. Yeah, I think Kate might break that. I might make a note there. But since the cape is given, I'm using. Just horological. Hate those things. Might be able to survive in this area, because there is a wall eventually, but... I assume that once we defeat the penguin, we'll find out more. But I think this might just be an excuse to use all of the, like, mid-castle bosses again. Which, I can't complain too much about that. Shoot. Really? Oh. I just need to be patient. This is not a difficult boss. Especially with Cape. Okay, maybe not especially with Cape. There's the frog chick, the pink acid chick, and the gravity bending chick. You know more than I. Last game involved a sequel to Kids Next Door that never happened. Given up trying to figure out what's going on. Probably wise. But you know, I still appreciate it. Basically, I'm of the opinion either make it so that the lore of your game is completely irrelevant, or go full nuts. I'd rather read a thing telling me all about, you know, the natures of horror logic than that the princess has been kidnapped. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the princess? Why can't Bowser get kidnapped? Unbeknownst to mankind, Tamura survived the planet explosion, but in a very twisted state. Consumed by sadness and hatred, Tamura exerts such tremendous, unspeakable power that it destroys his body and mind. Tamura was able to destroy many planets and become a Lovecraftian monster. And as Rothamura was born, a mindless monster who lost his humanity and became undefinable by human standards. Upon learning everything about Astamura, the Horologius Kaiser sealed him in the Crimson Chaos Hole. Horologius Kaiser also created the horologic biometals as contingency measures if Atharasma seal breaks. Oh, right. This one's all about just the weird throw. And then not, like, getting yourself stuck. in between the blocks. It's probably for the best. Give me the cape. There we go. How long is this gauntlet gonna be? Yeah, I knew it. Like, I've learned not to trust. I've not learned how to not trust well enough here, though. Okay, it wasn't there. Bit of ill luck there, but that's fine. We got to the next door, so we have all the exposition in the world. First line into high school girls, but you know what the internet does. Yep. In the anime, there's also a girl with a whip who turns into a giant, and muscular bunny girls. Bowser's been kidnapped, looks like Princess Peach is at it again. It would be a better story, sometimes. Why would Mario rescue Bowser? Because he's his friend. Tamura, who is now Cthulhu in-game. Okay, well, let me look. He looks like an antagonist, I guess. Yeah, he's an antagonist. That makes sense. Oh, there was also a link I was going to look at earlier. I missed. The Reddit link. Oh, no. Great. I regret scrolling after that. Alright. Although AZATHOMURA was sealed, his influence was spread across the parallel worlds. Villains like Merla, Uroro, and the Merald sisters, their sisters, fell under AZATHOMURA's influence and became his main agents. It was the Merald sisters who stole the horologic biometals and gave them to their human pawns. They were unaware of the evil that was controlling their hearts. Should be gay rather than give. Oh, okay, boss time. What does this guy do again? Oh, that's what he did. He always shoots that. I think it's 2 bombs. Well, on the bright side, I didn't destroy my ammunition. Crap. There we go. Midway! I'm gonna be sad to lose the cape. But before... There we go. Midway testing! AZATHOMURA. Homura is at least an original creation. I'll grant it's a combination the world has probably never seen. Alright, grab that, get my cape back. Now, of course, what this means in practice is either this is the final boss room right here, or I've got to fight a gauntlet of, like, 4 bosses every time I want to fight AZATHOMURA. AZATHOMURA is immortal, unless that his Horcruxes are destroyed. Do you really want to fight that creepy monster? Defying AZATHOMURA is the same as asking for death. Sudden Harry Potter. Okay. Oh, hello. I guess that's him. But he's redder. Horcruxes. Have I done that? I don't know if I have. I like that he's wiggling. Ah, I don't want to get fisted. So far, this is not that bad. Pretty straightforward. Gives me a lot of ammo. Dang it. Okay, so I can't spin jump on the fists. That's good to know. I think I would have preferred a life bar on this guy as opposed to Reznor, but can't always get what you want. Oh god. Oh, those are spiky. Or explodey, I could not tell. I lost my cape for that. Ah, okay, multiple phases. He's also Birdo. Yeah, Azoth I'm familiar with. Tamura I am not. HDMA background, spitting out hockey masks. Yup. Mario Land 2? Really? Huh. I was unaware. Like, Mario Land 2 has a lot of, like, different worlds you go to. Like, I guess. I think that's the one. It's one, like, Mario gets in, like, balloon in a bubble and goes to space. Or something like that. He has a lot of attacks, apparently. I wasn't ready for fisting. So that's 2 hits. I think I just need to stay in motion. There's a way to avoid getting fisted. Yep. Because I just need to, like, make sure I'm not where the attack is. Ah! I wasn't ready to be Mario. Oh, right, I didn't get my 3rd power-up because I got hit at the last second. And fisted. Pumpkin Land, horror-themed world, that makes sense. I only ever played it for a few minutes, probably a year and change ago. I had finished off the evening, I was doing some moderating or something, and then moved on to playing like random ROM Hack Races levels, and Max was like, no, you really need to play Mario Land 2 because this level is totally inspired by it. It was a Dr. No level. And so I was like, okay, sure, why not? So pulled up the Super Game Boy and played some Mario Land 2. And, you know, for being a Game Boy game, it seems actually pretty good. Okay, I remember not to stand... Oh. There's very little time to prepare for the fisting. Like, at least the other attacks I can kind of look for, but if it's a fisting, I just have to hope that it doesn't get right on me. I like this attack. I know what to do with this attack. I like that attack. Alright, well, we get to at least see what's going on here. Yeah, I think it shoots a constant stream of eggs while bubbling. Did I hurt him? No, I don't think I did. I think I have to wait for the bubble to go away. Luigi. Alright, I'll fix it. Luigi? He undiagonaled my Mario, it's true. Now I'm Luigi. Not the same Luigi sprite that's actually in the game, mind, but, you know, Luigi nonetheless. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. That's just the better plan. Just run him off screen. Love Kafkian Demon. He seems to shoot out a constant stream of eggs. I'm gonna be honest, if you saw something shooting out a constant stream of eggs in real life, you probably would be kind of freaked out too. That is not normal behavior for things in real life. And there's the fisting. Throw. Prepare for fisting. There is no fisting. This is good. Okay, just the Fire Bros. I like the Fire Bros. Me and the Fire Bros, we understand each other. Okay. And then just fire. Also fine too. Yeah, just keep giving me fire, I'm good with this. Luigi is the Lord of Hellfire. Alright. Loaded for bear into the egg section. Still not exactly sure. Okay, I think I hit him with that one. There was a noise. I could have gone a little bit better. Nope! What a dumb way to die. Yeah, the weird All-Stars Luigi. Supposed to Doomsday Death Creature, he should shoot lasers or evil demons. I mean, what do you think's in the eggs? It's clearly filled with evil demon eggs. Just makes sense. Attacking someone with eggs is just a mean Halloween prank. You're not wrong. Damn it. It's like, no way it's gonna be the fist first. It was the fist first. I need to take a moment and actually read what that said. Probably after I get killed by an egg. Or a fist. But literally, none of the other attacks can touch me. Mostly, the other attacks can't touch me. But the dang fist. Oh, okay, I need to be real slow. Even with seatbelts, people die in car crashes all the time. That is true. Cars got a lot safer in the late 80s, early 90s, in part because of the... You know, I'm just going to sandbag this one. In part because Ralph Nader published a book called Unsafe at Any Speed, trying to convince people that we should have such things as, you know, seatbelt laws and airbags as standard features in cars. Just kind of one of those things you just wouldn't expect that Ralph Nader to be, you know, a huge proponent for, but, you know, it worked out. Turns out, like, several states hadn't passed seatbelt laws until after the fact. Not that an awful lot of places actually enforced them. But Alabama, when we moved there, did not have a seatbelt law, so we definitely did abuse that at times. Mostly because we, you know, there were too many of us to really fit in one car. But it was a very different time. Yep. I knew it. I knew it was the fist. I've just got that Rush song stuck in my head. The red, whatever that name, type of car is. It's a song that was based upon a story about a dystopian future where cars couldn't go faster than 35 miles an hour. As mandated by law. Not have much luck connecting the eggs with this guy's face. There's one. I think my record so far is 2 anyway, so there's 2. Okay. I think I've... Oh, no! I was about to say, I think I've got this on lock now, but I don't think I do. Once I kept the egg. Alright, phase 3. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Hurry, you should escape from AZATHOMURA's prison. You have 40 seconds. Okay. There's a ceiling. There was a ceiling there, and I wasn't ready for it. Known American cars are safer when it's sitting in 3-ton blocks. For the big ones, literally too heavy to die. Why the exhaust pipes? He's Gigas now, yep. But cars, I mean, there's more than one. There's more than one subreddit for that particular statement. I'm not going to comment on what the other one is. I cannot comprehend it. I mean, I own a car. I mostly walk places where I can, but public transit in Seattle kind of blows. It's one of those chicken and egg things. It's like, if they fix public transit to be better, people would want to use it more. But in general, our city planners are just kind of lousy at their jobs. So unless I'm, like, going somewhere that's pretty direct, if I can take one bus, I'll take the bus. If I have to take 2 buses, probably not. especially given that they don't always know where the buses are and or if they will actually show up, because the schedule printed doesn't actually match reality pretty much all the time. Like, if it wasn't for one bus away, I would never take the buses. Because they have up-to-date information about where the buses are, which doesn't use GPS, bizarrely enough, no. The buses themselves report by radio the number of tire rotations that they've done periodically. And then there's some math that's done to connect that up with the route. Now, if I'd held that the other way, I would have lived. Tire rotation sounds like a stupid speed movie count. I mean, it's just a slightly older technology. How you doing, Dick Feynman? Like, I think the idea was in the 90s, this sounded like a really good idea back when, like, GPS was expensive. Or even in the early 2000s. It's one of those things where, like, when you upgrade your tech kind of matters, because otherwise you get stuck with something that's just, like, not nearly as good as it could be. Like, our Orca card system is just not as good as other areas. For instance, everyone, I think, every good transit system's now up, like, using NFCs, so you can, you know, scan your phone instead of having to have a separate card. The other problem is, like, the loading stuff. They basically sync all the buses up in the morning to tell how much is on each card, which is not the ideal way to do it, but it's how they do it. Like, there's just an awful lot of decisions that were made based upon what was good technology, you know, 20 years ago, and it's not true now, and we're kind of stuck with it because we don't have the impetus to pay for an expensive upgrade now. Because it's at least pseudo-modern. We're not, you know, still, like, asking people to drop coins in boxes all the time. I didn't think this through. Well, I think Fries and me were both making the same kind of off-color joke. More or less. But yes, the weight and sort of how it handles. It depends upon exactly what class of collision it is, too. The problem is that the alternatives mostly suck. At least in American areas. Like, even a really good city transit tends to not be great. New York's is probably the closest to really good. Boston might be a decent second, but got nothing on Tokyo. My understanding in Tokyo why they have good transit is in part because of how the business is structured. Rather than it being part of business, it actually is a private enterprise. They create the land and then rent out space in the stations, which it turns out, you know, being landlords is a really reasonable business model as opposed to trying to sell people rides in large cylinders. Don't know why we can't do that here, because our stations tend to be pretty dang empty anyway. But there we go. It's only 2 projectiles. Toho this ain't. Okay. 40 seconds to escape. You know, it's funny. I did all that dodging. Still landed where I didn't want to go. Alright, I made it to a portal. You were able to escape from AZATHOMURA's grasp and finish the level. Cool! Where does this go? Funny enough, it takes me exactly where I want to go. Oh, actually, no, let's go back to the damaged area. I forgot about this. There's, like, some amount of plot here. Oh, yeah, I would totally crater your car, no questions. Thank you for helping me up until now. Oh, yeah, that's what he said at the beginning of the game. We could go see the one real person, as far as I know, in this game. Out of these rats. Still nothing. No different. Here is Donald Trump. He is in the sewer. It's not fair! Joe Biden became the president and I was thrown in the sewers! That's what happens when you don't win the presidency. You get thrown in the sewers. That's just how American democracy works. Twitter's over. I hate Elon Musk. I prefer Blue Sky season. I'm not convinced Blue Sky will completely eclipse it in time, but we'll see. Oh, right. I never used any of these. Guess we'll see if it works. Okay, it works. Junk shop. Yeah. I never actually use those when people put them into the game because, like, they're not... Oh. Hello. What did that do? I forgot about that. Well, I guess that proves I got... I'm glad I came back, because I completely forgot about the fancy moon. I wonder what that did. It's not a car, it's a light truck. Yep. That one is a problem. What did it do? Alright, anyway. Now I need to do another lap through the various... the 7 castles, and then the final world, and then we can call this good, because, like I said earlier, Roberto basically decided he needed to buff the Megaman fights, and after having gone through the refights and basically clowning upon all of them, I think he is right to do so. There's a few things I realize you could just kind of get away with, and I really shouldn't have been able to. Like, basically, if you have a cape or spin jumping on them, you can kind of stun lock them in most of the arenas. Even the revised arenas that are supposed to be harder. So I think it's a reasonable decision, but it does add to some moderation time for me. I had planned this out. I might even have to ask him what collecting the moon does beyond... it brought me to 99 lives, I just noticed. One of those rewards you get after you don't need it sort of things. For instance, my father once won a straight line drawing contest in like elementary school or middle school, and the reward for drawing the straightest line, you get a ruler. Like, if you can draw the straightest line in class, you don't need the ruler. The guy who failed the worst should get the ruler by all accounts, but no, not how it worked. Anyway. Oh yeah. Gotta wait that trick selling them like tricks they said with cars without having to pay taxes or comply with actual safety. It's not the safety standards actually, it's fuel economy. There were some fuel economy things that were changed in the late 90s, I believe. It was either late Clinton or early Bush. And the way to get, and basically they didn't think they could compete at what they would have to do to make those fuel economy. So they went full in on the light truck thing. It turns out America's like light trucks. I don't really know. Yeah. Oh, you caught it, Kappa. More bennies for better accuracy. It's true. Don't you mean X? This came out a while ago. You might not have updated it. Oh, wait. This is even one of the Mega Man bosses. Okay, well. Whatever. Juggling poorly. That did not go according to Keikaku. But yeah, just badly misaligned incentives and poorly written laws. Long story short. A very frequent story in America, unfortunately. Probably other places, but, you know, I don't really know the stories of regulation gone nuts, or well-intentioned legislation passed that doesn't actually do what it's supposed to. I'm certain this happens in Germany and France, too, I just don't know. Either way, that fight should not have been difficult. At least it shouldn't take that long. Pop. Don't touch the giant scorpion monster. That barely hit. He has a slightly smaller hitbox than I was expecting, but this is fine too. There we go. Yeah, that's one boss down. Why do children not play outside? I don't know if I buy the car hypothesis. I just think that, frankly speaking, we have a lot more entertaining stuff than we did in the 90s and 80s. Like, it's kind of hard to beat having an iPod or iPad. Yep. Oh, that's the old beta facility, not what I need. They also does get around the safety regulations. That's probably true. Across the 8-lane highway, they do install room for all those trucks. Ooh. European legislature have a firm grasp on reality. They exist to propose laws. Have tangible effects over strange vision for the spirit of the nation. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that either. I'm certain there's plenty of laws that are passed without a firm grasp of reality. Just as a thing that happens. And part of it is, like, if you have incentives, you need to make sure they'll actually get met. And that don't have loopholes that are gigantic. Though personally, I'm on the opinion that basically we should not pass permanent laws, and we should constantly have to repass laws we actually want. Which I think would just be good for everybody, especially the politicians. Because then instead of having to come up with new crazy laws, you can just say, look, I voted to make murder illegal again. Come on, isn't that enough? Vote for me. I think it would actually work. Oh, right, the Chinese vampires. What is moving that way? I mean, neither did I. I guess we'd have a pretty busy road out front, but it wasn't that busy. We still played outside because there's plenty of outside to play in. Like, typically it's kind of hard to get to the freeway. Especially if you're a kid. They tend to have walls around them or be situated elsewhere. Like, if I want to get onto the freeway in Seattle, just the easiest way to do that would be, like, go all the way downtown and then find one of the on-ramps and go that way. Like, it'd take a lot more work than it's worth. Designed to dump all their weight onto normal cars, which is unfortunate when they get bumping them on them. Creates a feedback loop up to get SUVs to be safe, yeah. Tell me more about this list of moves. Gigantic loopholes at the back one for America. Yeah. Alright, maybe I'm wrong. Where are the Mega Man bosses? Oh, right, those zigzag, but they don't trace. I'm actually a little bit confused. They do trace. Huh. Castle 2 had a Mega Man guy? I thought this was Castle... Oh, did I... No? Did I not... Did I skip over Castle 2? I think I must have. I totally did, yeah. Ah, okay. Gotta pay more in taxes if you want a stupid-ass SUV truck. I mean, yeah. The thing about taxes, at least the way it works in America, is it depends upon your jurisdiction. So, for instance, here in Seattle, the taxes are based upon both the city tax, or the state and city taxes. And they are not cheap. So it's not because of the SUV thing, it's because they're using Blue Book value to determine how much your car is actually worth, which everybody knows you never get Blue Book value when you sell your car. It's one of those constant complaints everybody has. I'm not looking forward to doing my registration, which I probably should do soon. My car is already out of registration as of the beginning of this month. But I know from experience, nobody cares. Like, effectively, if I wanted to be unregistered with my car for, like, several months, the likelihood of being pulled over for it, or even it being an issue if I got pulled over, pretty low. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that might surprise people, just like, the federal government does things, but it does less of them than you might expect. An awful lot of it is delegated to states. Only rich people can buy them, which is fine. Keep those away. Money wasn't an issue in America? Oh, of course, the streets are paved with gold. Just scrape some off, you'll be fine. Doesn't mean we don't bellyache about it. It's one of those, like, it's kind of got a sticker shock appeal to it, I suppose, just because you do it once a year. When things are sort of amortized monthly, it looks a lot less painful, even if it adds up to the same thing. Yeah, I think I need to just remember the names of the bosses. Because I think that's it. I think it's like 4 Mega Man bosses, and they all have Japanese names, so if I look at the level name, it'll tell me who it is. Alright, I cannot drop straight down here. Honest work, shaving gold off the payment. It's true. Good work and get it. I think The Simpsons actually did a gag on that one, where like Abe and Jasper came to America and actually were removing gold from the street, I think. The Simpsons did a lot of gags around there, like the bit where they lived inside the head of the Statue of Liberty until they filled it with garbage. Of course, you never know which is exactly the truth with Abraham Simpson. A frequent fabricator of what it actually is. Fish. That was way too... Wait! Oh, that was perfectly timed and I was not ready. Bums and working class used to eat oysters constantly. They were everywhere, cheap as dirt. Now places too toxic to contemplate it. Yep. No, Chesapeake Bay, there's even like writings of the colonists that showed up there talking about how absurdly how much seafood there was there. You did not have to work very hard if you wanted to eat at that point in time. Sooner you wanted to eat oysters, I guess. But I think they're actually trying to get them to make a comeback. Because apparently oysters are really good being like filter feeders at cleaning up various muck in the water. I think there's some reclamation efforts underway to like get them more situated. Which I'm all for. I mean, I'm not going to eat them, but you know, improving the water quality can't be a bad thing. Blue crabs, do you agree? Chesapeake is real? Thought it was a place. No, those places are real. Plymouth Rock, it's a real place. I didn't actually go, I missed it. My family went one year. Alright, Mega Man boss, go! Alright, my guess. No, he didn't fix that. Oh, okay, but he does have a stun timer there, okay. Interesting. I wouldn't say he feels a lot harder, but he's definitely doing a little bit more. But yeah, I think the slide on shield exit might have been the thing he changed. That was still reasonable, but that was like the second one, and I've had experience fighting them. I don't think that that's a bad thing. Yeah, we went to... Was it Cape Cod? I forget. Went to somewhere in that area for Thanksgiving once, rented a house. Yeah, it's a tiny boulder. Like, it's actually pretty disappointing to see in real life. Trying to think of, like, other things that fit that. Maybe, like, the Blarney Stone. My understanding is it's not very interesting to look at. Now, CHACKMON, I assume, hasn't changed. That's a name. Don't feed the rock. I'm just thinking Plymouth Rock has now been anthropomorphized and it's literally just, you know, Dwayne Johnson. but he's wearing a pilgrim outfit. This kind of sounds like the kind of thing you'd actually run into in like a JoJo comic, doesn't it? Sneaky bastard. That's the worst part about this. I can't just spam buttons to enter the level. I have to press LR. Still not quite thinking that through yet. Up. Up. I got lucky. That should have killed me. That was like half a second. Yeah, that was fine. 2. Looking up there. I don't need that. Also, guy who power washes it constantly. Sorry, guys, I gotta power wash. Gotta back to the national park. Rock got a little dirty from just sitting there. I mean, you know, some people have a calling in life. It's not the dumbest one I've heard. It's good to have purpose, even if your purpose is admittedly a bit silly. Thought he was gonna throw 4 or 3 in a spread. What's up, Herosoft? How you doing? Was actually watching Fen's stream earlier, and Fen was playing the most recent Keck thing, most recent Juzz's birthday hack, and finished on your level, which is always just a fun one to watch. Now one. Gotta focus on that. The fact that they get pushed back, I think is the thing that bugs me the most about it. That worked. Alright, cool. I get a mushroom. Delicious mushroom. Glad this one doesn't throw anything at me. I didn't think that through. I'm just gonna walk past that. Nuts. Go. Oh, Mega Man, little Mega Man things. What else have I been up to? Dying to fireballs. That's what I've been up to. It's a beverage break time. I just cannot get these little helmet guys. They have my number somehow. Seeing people play Birthday 2 is always nice. Yep. It has some levels that actually seem like they could be fun. Fen also played the title screen one while I was watching. I think that's when I came in. Which I would say looks annoying, but like I've definitely played levels with worse Layer 3 garbage, so. Just one of those things. Like once you kind of like just relax your eyes and no longer see it. You just no longer notice the barrage of Layer 3 crap. There we go. This should be close to midway now. It was probably right there. That level only exists because you had no time for a third level. Fair. One of those, you know, in the event that I did land on it. Yeah, I wish I had something more to say, but like yesterday, pretty much all I did was get up, do some like menial behind the scenes stuff, do some cleaning, and like I went and played pinball for a while. Did really good. Got earned free games in 2 of the machines I care about. I always like doing that. Couldn't set a high score on Arkanoid though, which kind of bugged me, but sometimes that just happens. Kind of choked on one of the levels. And I'm just always bad at level 3. Like, level 3 always just irritates me. Because it always feels like it's kind of luck whether or not a given bounce will actually keep it up in the upper area, which is really what you want. And then if you don't, you have to get your bounce all the way back there and it hits one entire tile. And then, nope, you gotta go back and do it again. At least the other levels I always feel like I have a little more latitude of control. But this one's just an awful lot of watching. Sometimes you just throw it right the first time, just goes all the way through and you're done. Like, that's it. And of course, it's no help to actually get, like, the laser power-up, which is usually the best power-up in the game for humans. But the laser power-up doesn't actually help all that much when that's not really the problem you're having. And in fact, the issue at hand is that there's a ridiculous number of indestructible blocks that you need to get around. There's the midway. Nagia barely made it in, so it comes as no surprise there was no time for another level. That makes sense. Yeah, that level's really cool, and the hack probably would not be the same without it. Do-do. This is fine. Take out the midway. Alright, so here we go. Our next Megaman style boss. See how this one's been made tougher. I guess there's the spikes up there. That should make him a bit tougher. Football. I mean, he only can cast a single football at a time. I cast football! It's like one of those RPGs where, you know, they're like kids and they don't actually have magic spells. There's just a kid who throws a football really hard. And if you time the hit correctly, it lands like right in his crotch. The opponent's crotch. Almost completely slipped your mind since you've been in a Shadowgate mood lately. There was a Kickstarter a few months ago to create a new sequel called Beyond Shadowgate? Really? I would have assumed that property was really dead and buried, but huh. Yeah, that's a Japanese name. I don't know, would I want a second game of that type? I mean, I feel like that kind of game is kind of come and gone. Like, what would they do? I'm assuming they're gonna, like, try to modernize it at least, so you're not just, stuck with the old school Mac interface. Or NES interface, or whatever interface you expect for the game to have. But I'm not really sure what modernization would mean in this case, because, like, otherwise it wouldn't be the game, wouldn't be Shadowgate, right? Requires some thinking. Of course, it doesn't work on those. That would be too convenient. Post the trailer since it looks sick. Okay, yeah, sure. Happy to take a look. Just one of those things where, like, trying to modernize, like, old games like that doesn't always work great. So, for instance, you can go play the modernized Colossal Cave Adventure, which, you know, takes heavy inspiration from, and in fact uses all the same puzzles and dialogue and all that as the original, like, 1970s version. But is it, like, a good game now? I mean, the puzzles are all still good, because the puzzles were... Well, most of the puzzles are still good. the endless maze that has nothing in it is debatable. The other ones are good, though. And in fact, doing them in 3D is a little bit helpful as opposed to having to do them in text. And their take on the twisty maze of passages all the same, all alike. They're all different, was interesting at least. I had an idea for a maze to make, and I figured I would do the smart thing in Google to see if someone had already done it. The answer was, of course, someone already had done it. He had done it, but probably better than what I was going to come up with. It was one of the logic mazes by, what's his name? Robert something. Robert Abbott, I think? But what I also discovered, as disappointing as it was, is the name I would use for that particular maze is also the name of a porn star. Which was very, at least mildly surprising. I wasn't aiming for that kind of name, but here we are. I was reading Alice in Wonderland and had an idea for a maze involving growing and shrinking and how that would change your movement. And yeah, it already exists. And it's already way better than what I was gonna make. If you're ever bored, go to Logic Mazes, I think .com or something. Lots of good stuff to read on there. Remake a couple years ago, it was really cool, same developers. Okay, that's interesting. I'm curious what the remake looks like. It's the kind of thing I miss that kind of aesthetic of like actually using the proper controls that the OS gives you. You don't see that too much anymore. Because every game just like says, nah, get out of the way, I need a 3D rendering surface and we're good to go. Oh, that's different. I don't think that used to shoot stuff at me. Oh, that could have gone better. That could have gone way better. Well, that still worked out. Not too bad. I guess to explain this for anyone who doesn't know why I'm doing this, Roberto went and changed a bunch of the levels here. I changed the bosses, the Megaman bosses, so I'm running back through them quickly. Yeah, Awesome Sorcerer probably hasn't changed. And because I'm not really all that interested in going through that way, we're going to take the pipe shortcut. Yeah, feel free to post that. I'm curious. I haven't played that much Shadowgate, honestly. Like, I'm familiar with it, but I haven't played that much of it. Outside of a little bit with, like a little bit last year. Did a game prototype with a shmup with growing and shrinking spaceship. The size would change depending on how fast. Also, how fast you are, how many hits you can take, how fast, etc. How strong. Okay. Never finished it because never finish games. Most games never get finished. It's just the nature of it. It's hard to finish them. Oh, right, this level. Well, at least I get Mega Man X music. Right. Really wish those were a different color. I'm never ready for Thwimp Thwomps. At least they can't turn around. There's one part of this that gave me so much trouble, and I'm trying to remember what it was. That was right here. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy in retrospect. Come on, one of these gotta be something. Yeah, my plan was just to make a maze where, like, which edges you could traverse depend upon which size you presently are, with some allowances for one side or the other. The logic maze that Robert Abbott came up with was actually a lot better, where on certain cell, like, you start on a cell, and you can only move, and all the cells have directions on them, telling you which ways you can go. Simple enough. Except when you land on a red cell, or no, not a red cell, well... If you land on a yellow cell, it makes you grow, which means you now walk 2 in that whatever direction that is. with, of course, the rule that going off the board is disallowed. And there's another one that reduces your size. That means you subtract one from your size and no longer move at that speed. So, pretty straightforward, but definitely could lead to some crafty traps. Which is sort of the, like, thing he was known for, was, like, really elegant, tricky mazes that have simple rules. There we go. He was also known for having a essay called "Video Games Are Incredibly Stupid" that made a lot of people angry, but, you know. That's, not an opinion. It's not quite as ridiculous of an opinion as people came across in, like, 1990, so it was that close. Beautifully 90s website, too. Unfortunately, he is quite dead now, so it doesn't really matter, and the website will no longer be updated. And I'm kind of surprised it's still up. I think he died in, like, 2006. One of those, like, it's always a surprise to see something that long-lived, especially after the person who made it has kicked the bucket. Would not be surprised if it goes offline in a few years. But who knows? Maybe his wife is keeping it up or something. Or a friend. After all, the Heaven's Gate thing's still up. Want to go learn about their religion, you can go see it. For some reason. Alright, Megaman boss. Up. Right, he shoots fire. I'm missing one. There was one of these dudes who shot out ice walls, I think. I might ask him. Maybe it was only in the refight that they threw out ice walls. Nuts. Double hit. Was the Digimon in the Ice World? He threw out ice walls? Was he also a Mega Man boss? I don't think he was. I mean, I'm not opposed to walking back there. It wouldn't take that long to get into that fight with him. Guess we'll check that. We've done most of them. Yeah, I kind of walked over that assuming it wouldn't matter. Mega Man-ish? Okay. Ice World, right. Was mostly looking for Japanese names, which I assume are references to something, or possibly My Hero Academia. CHACKMON! Plus, it never hurts to get to listen to this track again. Might even play the same thing next year if I'm around Christmas. Because I had fun playing some of the weird winter games. Never finished Christmas Lemmings. Probably should. Thought I was close on that one. There was one level that I hadn't figured out. And it was bugging me, and I eventually went to bed. That might have been like 2 years ago. I'm not really sure anymore. A small list of games to try. Holiday-themed games. Not as many Christmas games as there are, you know, Halloween games. Thankfully those aren't insta-kill spikes. Go up and up. So drink up, and up, and up. Oh, those just freeze you in place. That's not irritating. Really hoping we're almost done with the penguin tubes. Yeah, I'm certain Sorcerer probably hasn't changed. But before I press approve, I'll probably ask him just to list out exactly which levels had changed so I can double check offline if need be. Or which boss levels had changed. It's like, I've gone through most of this. And I think there were 4-ish, maybe 5-ish Mega Man bosses. That was the only way I could have gotten hurt by that. Yep. Inward. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Mega Man-ish, but not actually one of the Mega Man bosses, I don't think. He just chills out, and then you jump on him. Yeah, there we go. There's the ice wall that wasn't ultimately all that threatening. Said the man who got hit by the ice wall twice. He does like skiing, though. Why did I jump? Right, but he's not what we're looking for. I don't think he's changed. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go to the gauntlet, and we'll see what we can find. And if there's one in here that I don't remember, then we'll have to do that one too, I guess. World 4 boss, he looks way harder than the Mega Man bosses. Yeah. I mean, he's similar in tenor. It's just I was really dumb during that fight. Like I said, the difficulty on those have been adjusted. I don't know if it's a lot, but I also, you know, have a lot more experience fighting those bosses. So it's kind of hard for me to judge if it's gotten immensely harder. The refights, I've been told, are more difficult. Cave Story has a Christmas side game. There's a fan game, Metal Gear Secret Santa. Oh, that's cute. Bizarre, but cute. Yeah, I just kind of appreciated it when they would, like, make the holiday versions of the sort of shareware games, just to have, like, special holiday episodes. And unique levels. And that was just kind of it. Like, Lemmings did it, Jazz Jackrabbit did it. I think there are probably, like, one or two other examples, but not that many. Not that many. But like most things that are like Christmas themed are pretty not interesting. I don't know, there's elf bowling. We could always do elf bowling. It's one of those Swifts you'd always see people pass around in the office. Okay. Can't duck through that. Yeah, probably a lot of Flash stuff. Put it on the list, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's far enough in the future that it's not a problem right now. I can tell you what is in the near future. Equinox. Faro finished it the other day, and I've got a tentative schedule for playing it on Wednesday. So we'll see if I can complete it. Because I'm in the penultimate dungeon at this point. Which, you know, I would say can't be that far up to the end of the game, but it's one of those kinds of games. Okay, cool. Into the first boss. Time to see some horological medals. Alright, there's a hole in the middle that he can walk over that I cannot. Oh, he's the football guy. I'm pretty sure. No boomerang. Okay, so we're fighting him in order. That actually helps a little bit. Alright, that is a little more challenging. Boomerang. But yeah, I think it's mostly just the slide out of shield, which is smart. That prevents the complete and utter wreckage. Yeah, I guess there must be like 2 per area. Right, that's the secret exit. I don't think there's a boss on the secret exit path. So I'm not going to worry about it, or... No, I guess they'll probably immediately complete the level. Okay, Okay, whoops. That could have gone badly. I might have to check, actually. But there's no easy way to check except by looking at the VOD, and I don't really want to do that right now. Okay, second boss. Oh, this guy, okay. Okay, got frozen in place, that sucked. Well, still better than Alternative, I suppose. At least having my power up. Brilliant. Okay. Alright, I wouldn't be able to do Saturday. Oh, arrived at the GARNEXUS area. Okay, so that was the exit. Alright, check the other exit just in case. I vaguely remember there might be a boss that way. It's one of those, like... Since there's a fork in the path that might actually be relevant. I'm not entirely sure. And, yeah, finishing Dark Souls would be nice. But I'm not quite as confident as I was a few minutes ago. What's up, Luigi? How you doing? How did the race go yesterday? Hope it went well and people had a good time. I ended up sleeping through a chunk of it, honestly. I didn't actually see any of it. I ended up like waking up at like 6 after taking a nap. Really well. Everyone finished? Oh, that's a great sign. That's a really great sign. Yeah. Squiggles came over to replace my battery, and we had burrito, and then I went back to sleep. I was really tired. Slept kind of poorly. But it was good. Battery was replaced. That was the thing I wanted to get done yesterday, so the fact that it is done means it's done. And I now have a working car battery again. Which is useful whenever I want to use my car. Which isn't that often, but I even thought about just taking it and going and getting food today, because I was like, man, it'd be nice to get some, like, really good food. Just watched Daniel do testing for several hours, finished 99% of the hack. Definitely an intermediate, but I think it's looking good. Oh, nice! Curious how you ended up with 99%. Is there like some sort of small bonus thing, or just like that's a good approximation? Ooh. An intermediate hack. Well, I'm happy to give it a shot after I play the level. Maybe tonight. I don't know. I've got a... Almost done with this. Assuming I find all the Mega Man bosses, which is the tricky bit. But I have no more notes to check, and he wouldn't change things. That last 1% is a doozy. Why am I not surprised? The Rumheck Races level is literally just the middle of the hack. Like, no! Like, no changes at all? I guess you probably would have backported the changes. I would assume, if there were any that needed to be made. Basically no changes? Okay. Gotcha. It's more of a, I mean, I don't actually know if I can. It depends upon how much time I have left, sort of thing. Because at least the nice thing about finishing a Rumheck Races level is you finish it. That nice little endorphin boost from completing something. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, the Salamander boss. Yeah, I don't think we need to fight the Salamander boss again. I know how to fight him. It's not interesting. Let me phrase this. I know theoretically how to fight him. It's theoretically uninteresting. Fire. Come on. What is a theoretically? This is a poor showing. Maybe I should try throwing them upward, you know, towards the boss, as opposed to at the side of the stage. There we go, that's better. It's a better oh, no, that was bad. One day you need another hack races level. Something fun, also cursed. Heck, levels of cursed, as most people would probably expect. Absolutely. Alright. We don't need to fight the salamander. We need to fight any and all Mega Man critters. So, I'm just gonna move on. There's no need for me to do that one again. Because what happened here is, the Mega Man style bosses all got buffed. And so I need to fight those again, since I'm on the revised ROM for this. Should be the only change he made, beyond fixing a couple of null exits that I found. He actually got kind of lucky. I got woken up by a fire alarm early on Friday, and he had already messaged me about something relating to the hack. And so I could actually get up and answer some questions. I ended up looking at my notes really quick. So, good timing. Roberto, I mean, the thing about it is, like, when I got to the end here, I was literally clowning on them. Like, I don't even mean to be rude, but, like, the fact of the matter is, you could kind of soft lock, you could basically stun lock these guys before the changes he made. So, like, if you just kind of, like, dance on top of them by spin jumping, and I think the key change he made is so instead, when these guys exit out of their shield and spell state, they immediately go into a slide, so you still have to, like, anticipate that and do something about it. Since they're invulnerable in the slide state, that actually helps them out. Whereas previously I could just kind of softly keep dancing on their heads until they just die. Alright, he's got Pharaoh Man's power, but, you know, it doesn't matter. I think it's a good change. I think it's a good change. Like, he was definitely worried about the bosses being too easy when he saw some other people play them, and I thought they were fine because they were, like, mid-game bosses, but running into the refights, I definitely think he made the right choice. Like, 100%. I don't know why I did that. Silly. Assuming that is the change, I hope. But based upon my recollection of the other bosses, I think that that was the change he made. Further evidence you should always buff bosses? I don't know about that. Yeah, all this guy got was, like, a mild arena change. Alright. He's coming down on me. Oh, he jumps out of shield now. That's a change. He didn't do that in the other fight, but maybe it's not a guaranteed thing. No, he does something out of shield now instead of immediately going to walk or ski, I think. But... oh, hey, you can spin jump on that. Still smart to just jump on him. Well, lost my feather there. But got the midway. It's a good trade. Okay. Didn't think they actually traced. Dagnabbit. I briefly realized I forgot to do something earlier. I got a raid and I forgot to do a shout-out. I probably should have automated that. As much fun as Fries has doing it whenever he wants to. Unless your name is Herosoft, they do show only nerf. I mean, in general, like, the rule for Mystery on Puzzles is you should not ever make them more difficult. You should only make them less difficult. Or nix them, sometimes. But... I think this boss might have gotten buffed. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think this boss has got buffed. But I don't think this actually changed when I went... Oh, pfft. Speaking of which... No, it wasn't Aura, it was, crap. Well, good time to actually use that now, I suppose. Perfect timing. How you doing, Space Pig? Thank you for the raid. How you doing? What were you up to? Hope it was a good stream. Hello, New Pointless, and Bunny Girl, and, 1196, and False Circus. Here with beans. Good call. You doing, Tristan? Try pizza tops. I like it. Beans on pizza. It could work. I could see it. Hello, Gino2K. Hi. Yeah, I'm Pat CDR and I'm moderating this hack. This is a Roberto Zampari hack, so it has some interesting lore and weird bosses. And I'm on my sort of final lap of the moderation bit, so it's kind of a form of QA. Trying to find if there's anything broken. And he sent me a new patch, and so now I'm kind of going through this and making sure that none of the bosses that he changed were modified. But I ended up beating the thing earlier. The secret boss, which was some sort of combination of Cthulhu and horror, and the antagonist for My Hero Academia. It was rather odd. But one of those, I know what one of these things is, I don't know what the other one is. I know more about Lovecraft than I do about My Hero Academia. Or Sonic. Mexican pizza, which is just an open quesadilla. This looks wild. That's good. I'd recommend it. It's a pretty fun standard hack. Alright, well... Oh, right, there's a third refed level. To the GG. I don't know, I definitely think it could work. And I guess as an explanation, the reason I'm playing as Sonic now instead of Luigi, as it says up there, is there's some USB SNES magic going on. I'm playing on an SD to SNES, and you can do some fun things with the USB port, and that's one of them. The alert was also in-game. One thing I found an awful lot of people really love doing is proccing the in-game alert whenever I have a bit of layer 3 water, because it will make the water go away. Which does make levels a bit more challenging. So, also write what category they're in. That's not a bad idea. What's funny about the shadow command is actually anyone can use it, but it doesn't work if anyone uses it. Typically. Unless there's been a raid recently, in which case it will shout out whoever had the most recent raid. There we go. Works for me, not for everyone else. It just has different behavior. I hate bullet bills on strings. Crabs on strings are my least favorite thing, but you don't see those much outside of Echo the Dolphin. In your OLDC level, it would make the level go away? Are you killed? Really? Did I just get lucky and it never happened? Did you flag your level as a Switch Palace explicitly for the purposes of this? It's like one of my very oldest bugs I probably should go and fix. Oh, the layer 3 with tide blocks. That QLDC level. Oh yeah, the Mario Maker deaths are also tracked by that. I'm always reading where Mario is so I can plot where he dies. I have an absurd number of these things stored up. Probably seeing some from the last few times I played this level too. Because I haven't reset OBS, and it's all tracked by a webpage overlay. There. There's a lot of tech going on. I do enjoy doing tech stuff for stream. Probably a bit too much, honestly. Yeah, I've had the Mario Maker death things forever. In fact, every time I've judged a contest after... I forget when. I've also included the approximate number of deaths, which I've cribbed from this, because I wouldn't want to go and count them. I'm kind of amazed Joopy does go and count them, because I don't think he has a setup like that. Because Joopy Hornet always seems to state the number of deaths he took as well, but he's also less reticent to use save states than I am. Which I did have to use a few times when judging the 72-hour QLDC, especially in Hawaluta's level. That block tide was something else. That was a really hard level. Especially because, like, certain things would just seem to kill you out of the blue and you just had no idea why it happened. Because the whole block tide thing is just weird. There we go. Into the pipe. You know, if I'd just let go, I would have been fine. Shaking your head, shaking your head. Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't think it was like weird ASM. I think it was actually like a lunar magic thing you could do, but nobody does it because why? I hate those. You never trust the neutral. Imagine submitting a contest level that the judges can't beat. Couldn't be. Oh, did that happen this last year? I'm trying to remember. There was only like one level that I didn't manage to complete, even with cheats. Because it seemed like it was just kind of broken. It was a really cute level. Like, you had this bob-omb thing going on. Skill issue on the procedural level. Oh, here we go. There's another one of those. OLDC? Did I fight this guy already? What's his power? Yeah, I fought the guy with the mines. Dang it. I half expected him to do something else there. And I kind of expect there to be like flame shooting out of the top of that, but I'm kind of glad there isn't any. Oh, the cape level! Oh, was that for the 72-hour QLDC? Because, yeah, that cape level... I don't know. I'd have to ask which contest. That cape level was basically like, I'm not doing that. I looked at it, I'm like, nope. I'm going to swim across it. That's how this is going to be. I'm not capable enough. But it might have been a different level, too. Anyway, I don't remember. Oh, it's time to be a cube. That wasn't worth it. What's up, Zaplex? How you doing? Yes. I mean, it's not merely a pun, it's also a very good descriptor of what's going on there, right? I think for the most recent QLDC, it was actually a question. Someone actually had that question. It's like, how familiar are the judges with Cape Tech? And I believe Ampersand replied with, oh yeah, they're all very capable. So, I'm not the only one using that exact phrase. What's up, first name bud? How you doing? Come on. Oh, right, I remember this room now. So we found the midway, there can't be a whole lot more here. I don't know which critter we're gonna face now, though. I think there is only one more. Megaman boss. There's the other Megaman boss. Doing well. Excellent. I like the wobbly background. Right. Fire. Yeah, major change here, as I think I've mentioned like a few times, is the change to do a dash after leaving shield. Because I've beaten this before. And there we go. Be careful, Luigi. Oh, the question is, should I don't think it'll take that long now. Had some trouble with this last time. But we're just gonna go for broke and try to finish up the entire thing. That was not a good sign. Gonna duck. I'm a smaller square now. Maybe not. Oh, I didn't even see the large... that was invisible to me. I guess it actually wasn't invisible, but just I couldn't see it very well. I have something that lowers emoji to text, if it works, which is not all the time. Duck does render him into a rectangle. A duck-tangle. Boop. Boop. I am not a fan of the octopuses. There we go. Wonder what slides do to the square? Slides? As in, like, sliding down things? I think he remains squarey. I don't think it really changes much if I go down a slope, but I don't know if I'll have a chance to see slopes in this path. So this is one of those classic... have a bunch of different ways to get to the final area. There's 3 different decision points. But based upon the preliminary research I did last time, this is the one that works best for me. Mostly. Yeah, I guess if anyone wants the graphic, they could probably have it. Faro made it a long time ago, specifically for this purpose. I think Sparro's the only one who's ever made a graphic explicitly for this. No, it's getting a bit harder since most people want to work in the 32x32 medium now, and I don't really blame them for it. On my list of things to do is, like, eventually support the 32x32 patch. And I kind of got started on that a while ago by writing some code that would convert existing sprites to 32x32 patch sprites. And then I never quite got around to finishing it. And then I lost it in the hard drive crash. So, things that happen. Also, take better backups, just in general. It's never a bad thing. Watch a couple of Mahjong players playing the Suica game, and now Twitch is filling your recommendations from random people playing Suica game. Well, it's a lot of fun, though. I haven't played the Switch version, but I have played the, like, HTML version, and it's enjoyable. Like, I would recommend. It's a very simple, like, matching game with fruit physics. Everybody likes fruit physics. Yeah, this monster that only appears in this sublevel. I got really lucky there. 100%. Damn fruit game. I mean, once you get a watermelon, you can be kind of done with it, honestly. Which is how I felt now. I got my watermelons. I wanted to see it happen. But it's kind of like, what was it, like 2048 was all the rage a few years ago, or whatever it was, 4096, where you just combine things and it eventually makes bigger and bigger numbers. It's the same basic premise, just with fruit. And honestly, fruit is more fun than numbers. That's just how it is. Fruit beats math any day. Oh, it is fun, yeah. I mean, it's the same effective game, but, like, an awful lot of how good a game is does come down to some amount of window dressing. Throwing fruit physics on the fruit, as opposed to it just being, like, matching tiles, makes a big difference. Even though the core logic is very similar. Yeah, of all of the sub-levels in this area, this is easily my favorite. I had one on the phone that was like Growing Civilizations. Oh man. Making it even fancier. So you see these guys here? If they grab you, they will escort you backwards very quickly. You don't want to be escorted backwards very quickly, because usually you die. Here we go. Boozy has had a version of that used cities instead of numbers. I can see that being more fun. Plan Z has happened. Isn't that wonderful? She's gonna kill me. I've already read this last time. I'm just doing this because I feel it's the right way to bookend it. Don't think that Roberto made any changes. Okay, nipple attack. So, bizarrely, the most dangerous thing here is letting the throw blocks touch the skull tiles. You cannot let that happen. Why? Because it will propel you upward into the death field right there. The evil spaghetti right there will kill you. Some of these attacks are a lot nicer than others. Like, I really don't mind the nipple attack. Oh! Almost happened. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are, it'll throw you down and it sucks. Or throw you up and it sucks. I forgot that happens on the fourth one. Brute Tactics game. Brute Tactics. I like the idea. You got Fruit Ninja. I mean, clearly there's got to be something beyond that. Damn it. But yeah, I like this section. I actually got adequate at it earlier when I was playing this. It took me a lot of tries to get decent enough to have, like, real good attempts going on with that boss. Feel free to feel compelled to ask this, but alright, feel free to ask. I don't guarantee answers that are sensible, but... Why the hell does standard hackers not give you a checkpoint before the boss? I think an awful lot of the time it has to do with being less familiar with ASM, though I certainly can't say that in the case of Zampari. Like, the multiple checkpoints thing, I think, is harder to work with than some of the other stuff where you just put it in and it's a new sprite. That would be my guess. At least I think that's how it is. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure, but it's just a thing that standard hackers definitely prefer to do, is make you run the gauntlet before fighting weird custom bosses. And I'm not exactly a big fan of it, but it is what it is. I am very much in favor of giving people checkpoints right before bosses, just because they often take a lot of time to figure out, and if you have to keep going through the same, you know, section over and over to have a chance to fight the boss, it gets old. That's true, you can do with one up checkpoint, that is true. I don't think I'm going to get as good of a roll. Oh, nipple's good. And it doesn't matter who drops it, as long as the thing touches that tile. It will knock me up to the top of the ceiling, and then I will die. So it's best just to, like, be on top of it. Always grab the thing. Okay, that's a third attack. Do not be in the center on the fourth one. This is not difficult. Oh, also the footballs are incredibly dangerous because they bounce. Now she's changed all their attacks too. Oh, but not that one, magic. I forgot about magic. Oh no, no! I screwed that one up. Out of old hacks, there's less familiarity and compatibility with new hacks. There's more sadism. Almost didn't have the retry patch in Todetsu Kaizo Tuesday because it turned out not to be compatible with 32x30. Really? Not evil, just tedious? Yeah. I'm surprised that those two things didn't cooperate. I feel like the 32x32 patch wouldn't interfere with any of those things, but I guess it could, like, corrupt graphics or something. What an odd thing. Yeah, it is super tedious. I think some people do it to be evil, but I don't think that's the case here. Cannot believe I whiffed that jump. I like having the cape, too, on the approach. It makes it a little bit easier to make sure you're not going to die. Forget why. Got the fixed version, but now retry is better. Kevin's retry is betterer. I believe it. I mean, back when retry was, like, the new hotness. Just because, like, we didn't have it before. Things were a lot different. I greatly appreciate that it exists in hacks. Either instant... I prefer, like, the menuing one. But... make sure you can nail the level down and just spawn right before the boss and... toss yourself? Yeah, I guess. Correlates attention? Maybe. How you doing, Steven? Not sure I would agree with that necessarily. I find that it doesn't add to tension so much as it adds to boredom. Well, that took care of that problem. There was no way to get around that. That's why you don't stand on that middle area, or these blocks, because she throws the magic and it hits you from wherever she is. So always stand somewhere that is not a death block. Good thing I hit the wall. Had it landed, it would have been terrible. As a demonstration. That's how you die. Seriously, get a replay. I mean, I also think that there's a matter... It does depend upon, like, what the boss does. Like, that boss is hard to learn in part because the spaghetti kills you. Like, you're just dead. It's not hurt, it's kill. Going, how am I? I'm doing good. Cannot complain. Got some stuff done. Getting ready for the week. Got a meeting tomorrow at like 12:30 or something with... I shouldn't call them clowns, but I want to call them clowns. With someone we're integrating with, and they are not my favorite of people. I'm hoping we can resolve the remaining issues incredibly quickly because the thing they're holding us up on is really stupid. Just trying to think of the mindset. That's fair. Like I said, I think it more stems from just unfamiliarity sometimes, or just not even considering it. God, I cannot even try to imagine Hallelujah hack without fast retry. Some amount of quickly retrying as opposed to going all the way back. At QLDC level, I died so many times. Both QLDC levels, I died so many times. I guess the other one I didn't end up using save states for. Art to checkpoints. The AZAT. There is an art to it. You don't want them to be too early, you don't want them to be too late. An utterly pointless checkpoint is actually kind of insulting. You're like, cool. Oh no. Well, not death, but still annoying. The other ones respawn, the one that grabbed me won't. Thankfully these are always feathers. Complete forgiving starvation, yeah. Bosses can vary a lot in how they play out. Arguably an easy boss could just a choke check. Hard boss at the end of a gauntlet is clearly overkill, yeah. It also depends upon how the boss is implemented, like how easy it is to read the boss. Even with the messages provided, this boss was not the easiest to read. Like, what does this message mean about the bouncing blocks and stuff? Do not like the footballs. I was panicking, thinking, oh no, she'll shoot magic, but no, we're on the block timing. There we go, that's 3, I think. Make sure you're facing the right way. That's fine. Things could be a lot worse. And, alright, if you're in the air, it doesn't proc. Something like that. I can't believe I've done that like 4 times. It's a momentum killer. Yeah, the T-poses. She's good at T-posing. Alright, I've been at this for like 3 hours. I'm going to get up and take a very quick stretch break, and I'll be right back to this. I saw that. Yeah, Herosoft explained it well. Yeah, there's a bunch of USB nonsense going on, including the Mario Maker death overlay thing. It also keeps track of what level I'm playing, and I can use it to translate message boxes as well, but I don't use that power too often. Been one of the more important ones I've made over the years. Because if I'm playing like a Portuguese hack, I can't read what it says unless someone who speaks Portuguese happens to be in chat, which happens sometimes. But Google Translate does well enough, usually, so. Just remind me, I was trying to mess with the HTML for the right-hand side chat overlay today. And I still don't really know how to say in CSS, I'd like this to take up most of the vertical space. Still no idea. I found a solution, which is just use JavaScript, and I think I might just go and do that. Because at this point, it's one of those things that's been bugging me forever. I'm the only one who's going to use this. It doesn't matter if it's well-formed. So. There we go. Regular Mario games usually find that bosses don't have checkpoint before them because they're typically very easy in the sense of finality to a world. Once you start upping the challenge, then having a checkpoint is fairly important, assuming you're making a normal hack with non-infinite lives. Sort of going back to the start of the stage if you screw up too many times is punishment enough, rather than having to play that level over and over. Fair. Thing is, though, most of the time when you repeat a level multiple times to get to the boss, if you die at the boss 10 times, it's 10 minutes in your game spent because, yeah, it's too bored doing the same stuff. It's true, I do eventually get impatient and kind of check out on some levels. Man, I don't want footballs. Come on, throw nipples. Guess that's fine, too. 2. That was a little dangerous. Ah, nipples. This time, I'm not going to fall immediately into the hole. See? See how much difference it is? Okay. Mostly worked. 5. She takes 8. Yeah, these explode on a very predictable axis, so that's actually one of her less dangerous attacks. Magic is also less dangerous. Conveniently. One more. Well, those were not remotely terrifying. Ah, dang it, I jumped too early. Those bombs were ineffective. I thought she was only one from death. Guess more than one. Oh, things were going so well. Oh, no, not again! Well, through the fire and flames. There we go. It's not over yet! Planet Zed. It's Zed Millenniumon! Defeat this Digimon in 96 seconds, otherwise you will be killed with Time Destroyer. Sudden, inexplicable, Giganto Super Boss. These things happen. Kinda that'd be cool if, like... Oh, wait, what? That's new. Say right now, last time it only threw out the lightning attack. Oh, God, okay, it has a lot more attacks this time. Crap. Yeah, the icicle attack was one I was familiar with last time. It was just icicle and fire on alternating cycles. So I guess he did change this. That or the RNG seed was really bad or something last time. I panicked. Actual checkpoints before bosses? No, I think it's usually the case that there's a bit of level before. This was not smart. It is true, most of them do require you to travel a bit. It is more in line with the original game. But certainly later games didn't make you do this. Like, I don't think... I mean, Yoshi's Island? Does Yoshi's Island do that? It's been a long time since I've played Yoshi's Island. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for the sudden change in what I thought that boss was going to do. I'll have to ask Roberto Zampari about that. It's like, basically, I think this is ready to go unless there's anything I've missed. Like, there's no reason for me not to hit the accept button when I'm done streaming that I can think of. I think I did have one marker that was a question of some sort, but I don't think it actually mattered. Which is nice, since he already fixed the 2 soft blocks I found. Somebody knew that was going to happen. You have to do an auto-scroll. Oh, you have to do that auto-scroll, that's true. In Yoshi's Island. It's been a long time since I played Yoshi's Island. Or watched anyone play Yoshi's Island. I guess that was the thing that happened, like, yesterday, didn't it? GDQ list came out. Not times or anything, but, like, accepted runs. Pretty sure Glitch Cat got in with Luminosity, but that's the only thing I'm aware of. And I guess Marble Madness 2 got in, but that's a weird game. I've actually played it. It exists. There's a, like, single prototype someone owns. They brought it to California Extreme a few times. And the sad thing about it, it's just not very good. Like, it's not as good as the original, in part because it kind of delves far too much into, like, the gimmicks. Just random-ass gimmicks in levels. Which is not great. And to make it even worse, they ditched the trackball. So it just uses a joystick. Which, that's not fun. As fun as playing with the trackball in arcade form. I don't know why I didn't kill him. They're more complex than Standard Mario Kart? Yeah. Wonder if Wonder will change this? Hard to say. I mean, it comes out in like a week, right? We'll all find out relatively shortly. Assuming we want to find out. Well, I'm definitely going to buy it. I don't think it's like a day one purchase. Like, because I'm not going to get around to playing it immediately. Four days. Oh, dang. That is a lot sooner than I thought. There's a few things on my list that must be completed in certain orders, and so... I think it'd be fun to play Wonder, especially with the, like, limited online on stream. But... new game expected to be tailored for the most casual play ever? Yeah. Especially if seeing the multiplayer stuff, yep. I played it at PAX. I had fun. But I was slowed up a decent amount by having to play with a few other people who were not Mario people. Which is fine, you know. But would have been nice to go a little bit faster. I suppose I could have gotten back in line, but eh. Okay. It would be good if I could retain a few hits here for when I'm not fighting the final dragon. Oh, speaking of... nipple attack, go! It's the next attack. Also, Kevin, aka Proto Pizza, had already gone and done the, oh no, first shell jump in that game, apparently. Allegedly. First known one. Apparently it plays enough like SMW that it's not that hard to really get the shell jump pretty quick. It probably will not be necessary for any fancy Mario stuff. I lost count. I do love that bomb attack, though, and it's misaligned. That could have gone better. That could have gone a lot better. I even said that attack was weak. And I got crushed by it. Ah! She knows. Okay, what are we looking at here? Gotta love the misaligned bomb. It's the best attack that isn't hitting myself in the face. You want a bad example of checkpoint starvation for bosses? See Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I'd buy it. The amount of people who tweeted, "Is this game good? Look, I did a shell jump, so it's good," is kind of annoying. I didn't realize there were multiple people tweeting it. I just saw Kevin when I went to the... what exactly is the name? In the Pulse booth. And he showed that off. I don't think doing a shell jump necessarily makes the game good or bad, it just exists in the game. But I definitely didn't see any of that on Twitter, so... Mostly because I don't follow people who play video games. I mostly just follow, like, Japanese artists, so I can go look at nice art. You follow a Thai fella, who also posts nice art. It's mostly just Japanese artists and a few random people. One of those ones I was kind of surprised to find on Twitter, like, actually still being alive and doing interesting things, was Seth Abel, who programmed a lot of the, like, really good early BBS stores. He currently owns, like, a gaming cafe in, like, Shibuya or something. Definitely not what I expected. Not where I would have guessed his life would have gone. But does some interesting write-ups about his projects. One a day, like 5 people tweeting the same shell jump and going nuts over it. Ah, I can see that being annoying. Absolutely see that being annoying. There we go, it's 1. Let's not shove ourselves into the wall this time. I anticipated magic, and I got... footballs! I got lucky there. I didn't do that right, but I got lucky. Alright, on to phase 2. The lava lotus clusters. That's fine, as long as they don't spawn on top of me. Oh, I thought you'd throw a third. Okay, another hit. So far, this has been going extremely well. Hope she does another easy to block thing. She doesn't even do the third one sometimes. I don't know why. That's another easy one. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, another easy one. Oh. Despite being easy. Still, I'll take it. We have to defeat Zed Millenniumon, who I believe is a type of Digimon. Definitely got the Arceus thing going on. So the dangerous thing here is I can't really afford to miss any shots. There goes the ice. Like, you gotta make sure all of these hit, because you don't have much time. And now he's doing this again. I do wonder if, like, there's some sort of RNG thing that's happening here. But never mind, there's the rocks. Alright. Yeah, I'm still curious whether or not I ran into, like, a weird RNG thing, or just, like, there's more attacks now. Really glad I got both things. The worst thing about having a cape in there. Alright, there we go. Zed Millenniumon was defeated and transformed into a jewel called Moon Millenniumon. Luigi gave this jewel to Professor Egad for research. Luigi's journey has ended and peace returned to this beautiful world. With everything settled, Luigi decided to celebrate his victory in Megaville. Afterwards, he returned to the Mushroom Kingdom. Congratulations! You finished the game! Hooray! Hooray! Did you have fun with this amazing crossover? And the credits. D the Fourth, Benzelot, Mario Fan Gamer, Hooded Edge, Russian Man, Anonymous, Inara-kun, James, Emelia, Tsutari Reja, Isakoro, Erasino, Darlac, Soniku, Fusia, Mike, Mikey K, Ariane, Kevin, Spookdan, and N450. The end. Have a nice day. And that's it. That's everything I need to see in Luigi's Misadventures 5. Rougenia Merald's Challenge. A hack made by Roberto Zampari. Space flea out of nowhere? Exactly. It's traditional in some mediums. Egad back in this hack for some reason. Yeah, I don't think he was ever seen before that moment. But, alright.